I'm going to give you Tua's 2021 stats here, his
I'm
total
looking at
2021 season stats, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a peek. As mentioned earlier, um, with Tua and the McDaniel offense, the 49ers style. I'm going to go over that a little bit here. So 13 games played. Tua was 263 of 388 for a 67.8% completion percentage. He finished the year with 2,653 yards passing, 16 passing touchdowns with a 4.1% touchdown percentage, 10 interceptions with a 2.6% interception percentage. Longest pass of the season, 65 yards. His yards per pass attempt, this is where we get a little more on the conservative side. 6.8 adjusted yards per pass attempt, though. It was along the range of 6.5, some of the most conservative passing in the league. His yards per completion, 10.1. Passing yards per game. This is where Tyreek was brought in to try to help with this. 204 yards. So 204 yards. It's not going to win you football games, unfortunately, unless your defense is stout. QBR rating, a quarterback rating 90.1, so respectable, sacked 20 times, like I mentioned, 152 yards lost on those, et cetera, et cetera. Now, you might be saying, you're looking at this, Tua is known as what type of quarterback, Sean? Everybody says this is one of his best things that he does. He's just what?
I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for
Accurate.
words. I
He's an
wouldn't call it
accurate quarterback.
I wouldn't call it that, but yes, no, but this is definitely something someone Tyreek said, even though he has never played a game with him.
Well,
Or,
there's yin and yang to it, right? Listen,
mm,
I when we brought Tyreek in, I was very, very happy with it. He's a very good yak guy. Obviously, Bills fans know that since he constantly does it to their defense because they just stick to zone all the time. They don't change anything. So
unless you're
Tyreek's
playing the Patriots.
right. Um, so he does a very good job with yards after catch. Jalen Waddle was the blanket that Tua had. He had a little bit of with Gesicki, but his blanket was Jalen Waddle in 2021. And Waddle, I mean, Waddle is just a versatile receiver. He's an insanely talented receiver. The best one to come out of the 2021 draft, in my opinion, and you can fight me on it. He set a he set an NFL rookie catch record. He beat Anquan Bolden's record in 16 games, by the way, because he was missing one game. So suck on that. Um, but when I look at this, what is the bread and butter of the San Francisco passing game? Well, it's intermediate throws, right, Sean?
Yeah, I think we know something about that. We kind of watch it happen, started in New England, moved on from New England. Um, Kyle Shanahan, he's been around since the Redskins days. His dad was in the league for a long time. It's the same thing. Run the ball, run tough, opens up the passing game. Hit the
Indeed.
seams.
Now, this is I pulled this from a Yahoo Sports article that was from back in April. It was actually titled "Is Tua Tagovailoa good? Yes, no, maybe." Um, I'm going to read an excerpt here and just give people a little bit of context. So this talks, we mentioned Tyreek Hill's here, yards after catch. That's the
Mm-hmm.
49ers bread and butter. I'm going to read an excerpt here when it comes to some of the things when we look at, uh, Tua in this offensive style. So here we go. So, and if McDaniels brings the 49ers passing game approach to Miami and an approach highly reliant on the quarterback delivering accurate short throws to playmaking pass catchers, Tua is going to have to be far better on intermediate attempts than he was last year. The reason being is because Tua was the worst quarterback in 2021 on throws of 11 to 19 air yards. So 11 to 19 air
It's
yards.
very
Okay.
specific, but that's important.
Yes. In fact, this is, I'll give you a little bit of information here. Now, he had a good span there from week 6 to 13. He played really well. But here's what we're looking at. This is from the 11 to 19 air yards. So this is that 49er style of passing offense. He had a 41.9% completion rating on attempts between 11 and 19 air yards. This is, and I quote, dead dog last in the NFL in 2021, worse than Zach Wilson, worse than Sam Darnold, worse than everyone.